Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to give you guys a few more minutes or seconds or whatever. Come on. Ta-da! All right. Tuesday afternoon. It's 3:15, 3:17, and I don't expect anybody just yet or at all sometimes. All right. Well, according to my tablet, I have one person, but oh, what the Hades? Ah, it's Mona. Hey, Mona. If you can't hear me, let me know, and I'll add the mics to the mix. Um, I got 5 people on here and only Mona talking. That's all right. How you guys doing, Mona? I'm a little worn down. A lot of things going on that's got me. I don't know if it's health issues. Okay, good. Or if it's just emotional issues or a mixture. Um, I have a friend, and she's been a good friend to Jerry for most of her life, and um, she's been a good friend to me too. Hi, Tina. D. Uh, yeah, we had some last. I don't know if it was Monday. Yeah, it was Monday. We had some good storms rolling through here too. I mean, lots of rain most of the day into the night. I think we had almost 24 hours straight of rain. Hi, Lisa. Lisa from Ohio. So yeah, I was watching those storms in my area, thinking, "Oh, great, tornadoes." No, thank goodness. But over the weekend, they did a what they called a just pulled into Vegas. Oh wow. Um, Over the weekend, we had a controlled burn. I think I talked about it on Sunday in the Mark Twain National Forest, which is a national. It surrounds most of Rolla and dots throughout various parts of this area. But they were doing a controlled burn, and I was like, "What's all this smoke?" And then Mom found out about it, and 34-foot motorhome. Wow, that's nice. But I'm pretty sure that all the rain and whatnot Monday pretty well kind of took away that dry spell that they were talking about, and I was gonna do a fire pit Saturday or Sunday, and found out about what was going on in the area, and that we were in a fire warning effect because of how dry it's been here. We did not have our typical wet winter. We just had pretty much dry or rain, very little to no snow. I mean, it snowed maybe 2 or 3 good snows, and I understand why we had a dry spell or a warning for fires. Um, so yeah, that's been a rarity actually. I think the last time we got any kind of um, forest fire warnings or anything that of that accord and effect was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Um, we don't always get a dry warning deal. So yeah, excuse me, my nose itches. But as I was saying earlier, I have a well, Diane and I have a mutual friend, and I've been kind of concerned about her, but she doesn't seem to want to talk about it. Um, and my concern does not stem from what Jerry said to me or what I've overheard Jerry talk about. It's something that's actually kept me awake, and I know it's not my own wishes or my own wanting to say my piece. This is something that well, it's something that I feel that the universe is talking to me or speaking to me to get a message to her, but I can't like force the issue. And Jerry's just telling me to leave it be for now. And I, it's one of those things where it's like I can hear all the arguments towards me of me saying what I feel like I need to say to her about my conditions, my living conditions and whatnot. And it's one of those like, well, I don't know, I even know why I just said what I said. Um, but anyhow, Oreo has been somewhat. Today, Oreo's been weird. And the last couple days, she's been weird. And I don't know if it's because of the controlled burn by the forestry department or what, but she's been doing these weird things where like she acts like she wants to go outside. We put her outside, and then like she doesn't even get off the porch and she wants to come back inside. And I'm like, I hope this is not because of some puppy paranoia due to the controlled burn. I know that she can be like ornery. And what I mean by this is like if she wants to come inside and she's got some sort of like desperation to get back inside, um, she'll jump at the Arcadia door or scratch at it vigorously or what. But I let the dog out of our bedroom so Jerry can have some peace and quiet. No, no, it has nothing to do with that. She's not a hoarder. Actually, she's like more like me. I mean, if I had my druthers, my house would look like a minimalist house. But my wife was so used to being surrounded by stuff. Um, but I I darn it. Um, I was having some issues this morning because I was not in a good mood. And the reason why I was not in a good mood was because well, I got up. I had plenty of sleep. It's just come on, baby, come here. Hi, come on, come on. You can push that door open. Good girl. But Jay was talking about how Oreo was concerned about me because I wasn't spending enough time with her today. And she was like poking out my pants and smelling my pants and whatnot. Pair of pants that I have over the couch in our room. Ah, um, it's a man, Oreo. What's your complaint? But Oreo's been acting strange since the controlled burn, and you know, I don't know if she wants to go outside to inspect everything, make sure everything's okay or what. But ever since Sunday, she's been like abnormally, pesky. And I went out, I went in, I went out, I went in, which is not her normal ways of doing things. She usually goes out in the morning time, does her business, comes back inside, and maybe goes out once or twice before she goes down for a nap. What's the matter, baby? And come here, come here, come here, come here. Come on. Usually you jump right up, but I think she knows that I'm not exactly in the best of moods as of late. She comes in here and there's like a box that we have that's got all her puppy stuff, her treats and things of that nature. And she likes to come in here and smell that box. But Lisa from Ohio, just leave it, please. Don't ask any more questions about that. I shouldn't have mentioned anything, but my brain is kind of scattered and is trying to get a lot of stuff out and think about things, and I just certain things that come out that I can't contain. See whom? See the dog. If you're talking about the dog, Oreo is about a year old now. She's a beautiful dog. Um, are you gonna lay down? Oh wow, you usually don't. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. Get back up. Come here. Come here. Where are you going? Come here. Come over here. Come on. Come on. Come on. You just want to play right now. But hold on a second. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. There she is, Miss Oreo. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Oh, usually she talks a little bit. She barks. But what? Sometimes she's a distraction. Sometimes she's not. Today she. Oops, sorry, that was me trying to do something. Today she's actually been fairly quiet, and seems like when me and Jerry are in the same room together, that's when she starts to act up and want to jump and play and all that fun stuff. But hey, Sheila, how you been? Um, what? What? She's being goofy. Um, Other than seasonal congestion and minor aches and pains, I'm actually doing fairly good. What? What? Oh, you want me to pet your chest? Um, yeah, she's now a year old. Um, she's a mixed breed, and she can behave when she wants to, and other times she can be just a darn right pain in the rumpus. And like I was saying, it seems like when me and Jay are together, that's when she starts acting up. So it's kind of like one of those. I don't know if it's her mixed breed being the way it is, the way it is, or if it's just her personality. I feel sorry for mom the most because mom really doesn't want a dog around. She's not a dog person. Oh, okay. Well, the self care book. I know a lot of people probably will turn their nose up to it because it has to do with witchcraft and the different things that witchcraft has to offer up for self care. Right now, I'm just learning the basics of the different products or items or things that can be done for promoting self care. One of the things that I'm into right now that I'm reading about is the crystals and the essential oils and those kind of things. And before that, I was just reading about like, you need to take time for yourself. There's multiple things that you can do for self care, everything from like meditation to journaling to, um, just doing things that you enjoy and trying to take the time to yourself. Doesn't mean to cut yourself off from the rest of the world, but just take time for yourself. Um, One second. I'm sorry. I'm reading your. Yeah, I mean, like you can burn incense, which I enjoy. You can certain kinds of sounds will help relax you. That's why they talk about chimes and gongs, and my favorite, which is my Himalayan singing bowl, which I have tucked over there. Um, but essential oils, I've learned a lot about the essential oils between reading what I read and the different recipes that people have created for various usage using essential oils. And I've learned, there's you can make your own, you can purchase them, um, things like that. But um, where am I right now? Yeah, I've been reading like the different. Did I skip that area? Hold on, I have to read. I have to look at my. But it also talks about different items that we use for our. Okay, there's candles. Oh, I sure did. I skipped the whole little section I need to go back over. But come on. There we go. Yep, I totally skipped over a whole section, a whole area. So I gotta do that next time I go to. Whoop! Don't bend the page. Don't rip the page. Yeah, my industrial eraser. Actually, this eraser was one of the items from drafting that I still use. But well, that's the thing is you have to find a way to shut your brain off, whether it's meditating, which some people like me who have various issues, meditating is the hardest because you have to focus your mind on one particular thing or just that's why a lot of people who do meditation they use gongs or chimes or the Himalayan singing bowl. Um, yeah, you're like me. You have a lot of like anxieties or issues, and you know that's one of the things is I can't explain everything in layman terms because I'm not that. I read the book and I understand it, and then people want me to explain it. But if you're interested, this is the book. I got it from Amazon, and I tell you, I mean, I used to have a lot of issues before I started this journey. This, however you want to put it. Um, so it's one of those things where you have to not only be willing to either practice what you learn or because well, let's just put it this way. not only is witchcraft a way of life, it is a discipline. It is something that you do not go into half-heartedly. If you go into it, you go into it wholeheartedly. For those that do not want to practice or study or deal with anything that has to deal with witchcraft, that's fine. I will tell you there's a lot of incense out there that is good for the mind. It's good for oh, the body, the mind, even the spirit sometimes. But I don't sit here and preach. I don't sit here and try to push witchcraft on anybody because that's a personal choice. I will tell you though, those who want to say that witchcraft is evil, no, it's not. The only evil in witchcraft is your own personal intentions. Excuse me. So if your intentions are negative, yeah, there's going to be a lot of negativity. If you're open minded enough and have intentions to be a good person, that's what's going to happen for your witchcraft, your craft. I'm just going to call it the craft. No, not like the movie. If you've ever seen the movie, no, it has nothing to do with the movie. Oh, you're laying by my feet. I thought I felt you. Um, okay, well, journaling right there is easy. I mean, you're putting your thoughts, your emotions, how you feel, anything you want to put into onto page, onto paper. That's journaling right there. You don't. It doesn't have to be a specific subject. Does not have to be anything. And it could be like what I do sometimes. Sometimes when I do my journaling, it's a brain dump, and it's basically I just take a piece of paper or my journal book and just start writing down whatever it comes across. So it's journaling is the easiest thing out of all the things you could do because it has no like rhyme or reason. It's just writing down words that come out of your brain. And then after you do your brain dump, you can sit down with a different piece of paper or a different journal book or whatever. That's why usually when I do a brain dump, I do it on a piece of paper. Then I try to organize those thoughts into my journal. So it could be easy, it could be difficult. It really depends on you, the individual writer or person. I mean, it's not that. The most difficult thing that I found so far is if I don't have what they're talking about that I may need or use for whatever purposes, then you have to spend a little bit of money for your essential oils, your oil burner or diffuser, things like that. Let's see here. Maybe when you start feeling anxious, Sheila, you could, yeah, exactly. If you're starting to feel anxious about something, you can either journal it, or you can just sit down, breathe, relax, and focus. Um, I mean, one of the things that I learned out of this book is sometimes when you're feeling a certain way, you just need a moment or two alone, you know, and then just breathe. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth type deal. So, yeah. Let's see here. I am separated after 41 years of marriage, so I do have quite a bit of negativity in my life right now. Hard to see the bright side. Well, Sheila, I'm sorry that you got a divorce or separation or whatever happened after 40 years of marriage. Um, the thing is, what caused the separation? some things you can get over easily. Some things, yeah, I still feel, a certain way, not negative, but I still feel some remorse or sorrow every year, especially midsummer, because of my father passing in July. Granted, I was a teenager, and you know, I had no siblings. I was an only child, so I had a lot of angst and a lot of negativity and a lot of energy that just had nowhere to go. And yeah, for I'd say at least 10 to 15 years. Actually, I was 15 when he passed away, almost 16. Of course, I had three other family members pass away around the same time. So yeah, I can understand the negativity because you don't know you're up from your down, you're left from your right, you're in from your out. You start questioning things, and that's what happened to me. Is I started questioning things and my belief in Jesus and that kind of thing, and I started studying like Native American shamanism and Wicca and a lot of other non-Christian beliefs, and I gained a great understanding of the world's religious views, and can definitely say from my point of view that every religion has, like, life itself is a mosaic. Every religion, every creed, every culture has a piece of that mosaic. But the problem is everybody's not willing to come together to find out what this mosaic really looks like by sharing their piece. So it's one of those, like, there are certain aspects of Buddhism I don't like. Like the Buddhist monks, if you break a one of their rules or something like that, they can cane you, which is basically beat you to death on the street. I don't condone that. That's one thing out of Buddhism that's just like, no, 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 no. Things like that. There are certain things about other religions I don't agree with, but there are other things that I'm like, man, if we can just come together as one people and not worry about religion, just worry about, yes, there is a God, there's there's a heaven, there's all kinds of different names that we can use for heaven or God. I mean, even the Bible says, I am who I am. The Native Americans call God the Great Spirit. You know, Norsemen call him, Odin, the Allfather. And then we've got like Christians who just straight up use the word God. There is no actual translation from the Old Testament or from Aramaic language that gives a name. I mean, we got Messiah, we've got God, we've got the Almighty. I am who I am. Yahweh. There's so many different names for God, in just you know the Old Testament alone. So it's like, who's to say that the word God is a true representation of you know the God that we believe in? Then there's like all the other different religions and groups that have different names. You know, there's no one specific name according to the Bible. The only thing that we can come close enough to a specific name is Jesus. So the word God could be a million different unknowns. I mean, who says Greek religion, the old Greek religion is correct on how to name God, or the Norse religion, or Buddha or Muhammad or any of those? Yeah, a lot of people say Yahweh. So it's you know I'm not saying Christianity is difficult. I mean, there's a lot of things about Christianity that I question because, well, just life experiences, you know. But I'm not an atheist. I don't believe in, I'm not one of these people who sit back and go, oh, there's no such thing as a higher power. Well, then I would have to ask, the atheist, well, how did the universe get created? And don't use the Big Bang Theory because, I don't believe in it because how do you take gases from around the universe, push them together in a atmosphere or basically space that has no gravity, has no, push or pull? I don't believe in the Big Bang Theory. I kind of taken the Big Bang Theory or the theory of evolution and the Bible and just kind of went because, it they never specify how long Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden before they came out, other than to say that when they came out, or when they got kicked out of the Garden of Eden, there's tribes of men already walking the planet. So even though evolution from the primordial ooze that life crawled out of, to the point where Adam and Eve were kicked out of Eden, that evolution couldn't have happened. Like it could have happened. It could have. We don't know. That's one of my biggest questions. I was like, okay, the Bible says this, but scientists and the proof in the ground, basically the proof of the dinosaurs and whatnot, are true. So, you know, but anyhow, um, oh, Nellie's on here. I didn't see her. Come on. I see Sheila, but I don't see Nellie. So, um, well, that's the thing is finding a new beginning after years of being with somebody is difficult. I've I've already figured out that I don't know what kind of I'm gonna probably be. When my mom dies, let alone Jerry Ann dies, I will probably end up becoming this guy living in a trailer somewhere in Yellowstone National Park, working during the daytime if I can, and drinking at night. Who knows? I might not even be able to do that. I might have to be in an old folks home. But life still goes on. We have to find our center. It might take us some while. It will definitely be difficult. Nothing's easy. You know, very few things are easy nowadays. Even my struggles with understanding what I'm reading and trying to live a good balanced life, it's difficult. I have my bad days. This morning was one of them. Quit poking in the garbage. Quit poking in the trash. Trash hound. Um, okay. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with some of you guys' comments and whatnot. Um, yeah. Well, I understand what you're talking about, Sheila. When uh, when my four family members passed away, I had family all around me. A couple friends, and they tried their best to help me out. I don't know if they made things worse or what, but it's not easy. Ow! Hey, no biting, no teeth, no teeth, no teeth. Okay. You want to be on the camera? Ow! All right, you're gonna have to get down. You got some sharp nails, girl. Gotta take her to the vet or somewhere to trim these nails down, cause they painful. They hurt. Okay, I know you didn't mean to hurt me, but those nails hurt. Um, Yeah, footprints is a great one. I mean, my cousin gave me a little card from a mall with the footprints on it. Um, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, because I mean, I've been there, and there was a time where it was like um, I started to enjoy the darkness too much, and every morning my brain would start to sing that "Hello, my old friend, darkness." Um, can't remember who sang that song. Was it the Beatles? I don't know, but yeah, don't get too trying to stay in the darkness too long, and don't try to get too friendly with it, because it will drag you further down, making it much harder to deal with life in general. Find yourself something you like to do. If you got any hobbies, start focusing on your hobbies. Or if you don't have any hobbies, find one. I'm not sure how old you are, Sheila, and age is just a number. But Simon and Garfunkel, thank you very much. Um, but I mean, voice of experience here. Don't stagnate. Don't get stagnant. Don't sit there and let the darkness get to you. Just get up, take a walk, go play. I don't know where you live, but go. Hi, Sierra. Go play bingo. Um, if you have a church group, get more involved with them. I didn't have a church group back then because my family kind of lost interest in church um, due to we couldn't find one that was comfortable for us. Um, Granted, mom and I would go to concerts, and oh man, we used to go to like Amy Grant concerts, Sandy Patty, Carmen, For Him, Point of Grace. You know, I can name a lot of the artists that we used. Stephen Curtis Chapman, things like that, and then those kind of things. I have come a long way, but it's been a very difficult ride, and I would prefer to, help people not have to take the same ride, because it's not healthy for your mind or your body or even your soul. It's not healthy in general. Um, there are just so many things that I could have done different if I had known what I know now. Um, Granted, may or may not have gotten married to Jerry, because some of the things that I wish that I could have stuck to or were healthy enough would have been the military. I grew up in the military, and I wanted to go back to it because that seemed to be the family thing. Hey, kicking, that's all right. Um, it's a little cloudy out there, and we've got a freeze warning for 3 a.m. to 10 a.m. tomorrow. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, loss of one form or another, whether it's divorce, whether it's death, um, it sucks. It sucks. I mean, my cousin, um, who is no longer with us because she passed away from, well, we call it the family curse because of diabetes, high blood pressure, overweight. But my my cousin had the family backing her up, but just the having to raise a child by herself. Um, you know, having one reason, one problem or another. Um, and it wasn't until he got arrested, her husband, who's a real piece of work, um, got arrested for B&E. My mom, who was a notary at the time, had to serve him papers in prison. So, yeah. But, you know, I hate to be the person to say it, but shit happens. We just have to learn to. I mean, I really don't have a place to say this because it took me a while to realize this one thing. We have to get up every day. We have to pull up our pants. We have to go and face the world even though we don't want to. It wasn't until I got married that I realized that I can't just mope. I have to face the world as it is. And to learn that hard lesson in New York was a real eye opener. And I think my my father-in-law and some of my in-laws. But you know, if it wasn't for Jerry, I probably would not have learned to drive, or at least drive aggressive slash defensive. Um, but actually, Jerry is doing fairly well. She was up for a while. She basically got up and did a few things in the bedroom and dealt with the dog. What are you sniffing in here for? And did you drool half that gulp of water you just took all over the house? Yes, I'm talking about you. She is a drooler. She will go and like lap up half of her water dish, and half of what she lapped up, she drools all over the kitchen floor. Um, I love her though. I don't care what people say. I'm not abusive towards her. I love her to death, even though there are days like today where I'm just kind of like, can we give her to somebody to take care of for the day? Um, but that is because I'm having a bad day and I don't want to hurt her. So it's kind of like one of those. Can somebody else take care of her? And I'm not saying Jerry does not take care of her, but because of Jerry's condition, um, it takes a lot of energy out of her just to get from the bedroom to the living room. Um, but I mean, I will I will say that best thing you can do for yourself, Sheila, is find something to do that interests you, so you're not constantly dwelling on the pain and loneliness and that kind of stuff. That's one of the things that is happening with a friend of ours. Um, she, well, she's been bouncing around, trying to find her happy place. But the thing is, every time the universe, I've seen this with a lot of people, even myself. Every time the universe tries to, hand you something that's supposed to make you happy, you either ignore it or you're only happy for a short period of time, and then you want to um, get rid of it, change it, whatever. Um, Now, all I can say to people like that is, speaking from experience, not knowing why I was being handed the goodness, and then wanting to, just crawl back into the sadness and the darkness. And this was years and years ago. Like, 25, 30 years ago, somewhere around there. Um, don't don't look a gift horse in the mouth. If the universe is handing you a big fat check or dose of happiness, accept it with open arms. Don't try to fight it. Don't try to rearrange it. Don't try to make it something you want, because the universe doesn't always give what you want. The universe gives what you need. You know, and there's a lot of people out there in need, and they've been given multiple times, and multiple times they ignore it and shun it and just no, no, no. I don't want to be that happy. No, no. Well, I was one of those people, and every so often I am still that person, but not as often as I was, because I'm realizing that it's either the universe is trying to tell me something, or the universe understands that you know I have greater things to do and I can't be moping around and being sad and whatnot. It's you know it's what everybody needs. I mean, not everybody can be the same person, and those people who want to try to change that person for their own personal whatever, um, no, no, I don't see a necessity for any of that kind of stuff. The only thing I see as a necessity is being happy. You know, for somebody like me, I kind of like think that I would be happy living up in the mountains in a log cabin or something like that, but I don't know. I've never tried it. That's the thing is, sometimes it's like, oh, I don't know if I should do that because I've never done it before and I don't know if I can. Try it. Try it. Don't just kind of turn yourself around and go, no, I can't do it. It's too difficult. I used to say the same thing about getting up out of bed. I don't want to do it. It's too difficult. But I get out of bed. Um, yeah, well, things are changing, and I'm happy for them because they're changing for the better. Um, well, I'm proud of how far I've come. My wife's proud of it. Mom, I can never tell. um, hey, Rebecca. I don't even know how long been on here. um, all right. Well, you have a good day, Sheila. Glad you were here for a while. All right. Let's see here. How long have I been on? Oh, only 48 minutes. That's nice. Um, that's all right. Today's been one of those weird days. I've not been. Well, this morning I wasn't feeling good. I'm feeling better now. I think what it was, I didn't have enough sleep. That's all. So, um, I know some people like Rebecca's just coming on, but does anybody here have any questions? Um, all right. Sorry, she's over here stretching and sound like she was digging. Oreo is such a strange dog. The house is not listed yet. We are waiting until April. That way we can get a different contract. Yeah, different contractor with either a different person from the same company or a different company in itself. The last lady we had, well, one, her attitude was not good, and two, she was more concerned about her trip to Africa. And a lady that she was putting in charge who just got back from having COVID didn't do nothing to try to sell the house. So I'm not happy. So I'm just like, you know, and if they ask me why we want a different lady to sell our house or a different person to sell our house, I'll be like straight up. One, her attitude was not towards selling our house. Two, just her attitude and comments about, excuse the language, African Americans. Three, the lady that she put in charge of trying to sell a house didn't do jack squat. So yeah. So that's basically what we're doing. All right. I hate to do this. I really do. Um, I don't know what's going on with um, Sierra and Arnie. Um, I, I'm sorry that whoever's ex-husband owes somebody money, but um, that's between the ex and the person who is supposed to be owed money, not my channel. Um, so since this is no longer becoming my channel, I'm signing off. Um, because yeah, all right, all right. I'm sorry that I'm putting these people in timeout, but this channel is for not for other people to talk or whatnot about their personal lives. I personally do not like that, especially when it has nothing to do with this channel. Y'all want to gossip or talk? You know, instant messenger works just great. Just great. And since that's all anybody wants to talk about right now is these two ladies going back and forth about financial issues, bye. I'm not playing those games. You know, I could swear some of these people come on here just to do that, to be disruptive, and I'm not having it. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.